Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Batman Arkham City on New Game Plus difficulty, we're playing Batman Arkham City on New Game Plus difficulty, and this is part 22 of my no upgrade run plus throughout the game, and we are on the second to last installment because after this there will be the epilogue with Catwoman, and this is the Clayface final boss. So he's got a couple of slow swipes. He has got a 1, 2, 3 barrage, and it's easy to dodge that, and then he's got this. Now, if you get fortunate, he will roll right into those gasoline tanks. And what's going to happen is, after this boss fight, Joker's going to detonate the floor, and we're going to go down to the lair of Ra's al Ghul and do a sword confrontation, but which will be a continuation of this fight. So to throw the freeze blast automatically, it's right trigger and then right trigger, just tap it twice. And I believe there are 2 phases to this fight, and then there will be a phase down in the lair that I mentioned, but no checkpoint on this difficulty. I almost am certain that they do give you a checkpoint on hard, but I didn't think this was the type of game that was pulling that Last of Us type of deal where to create artificial difficulty they would just remove checkpoints periodically, especially on the longer encounters and the more stressful gauntlets. But maybe I had some kind, maybe the save point that I had outside that I got in the last video was the one that I didn't get here. I don't know. But this attack here, I believe what you do is you just crouch under it, but it's a very fast attack and it's hard to anticipate. He's also got the clay leavings that he throws out. He'll spin around and throw drops of clay at you. They don't take away too much, but you definitely want to preserve your health as much as possible here without that checkpoint. Now, if you get a checkpoint, that's great, because the next phase is actually really dangerous, and you're going to see me be pretty cowardly, but it's just because I knew that, like, I had 1 hit left, so I really didn't even go after the clay copies of him near the end. Not too much anyway. But I think we're just about ready to take this guy out. All you do when he gets frozen is you run up to him and spam the X button. And then I don't know why there's no checkpoint. I think there should be. It's not in keeping with the rest of the game where they give you many other checkpoints, but I remember on Salmon Grundy, I think that's the boss's name. I think on some of the bosses they just don't give you checkpoints. That might be what it is. Like on the boss encounters. So here's the floor detonation, and what's going to happen is that you're going to have a whole bunch of the clay copies attacking you, and all it is 1 swipe of the sword does kill them, but it's very difficult to get into a steady rhythmic pattern with these guys because you've never fought these guys until now, and it's really easy to get hit. So it just doesn't fall into the normal combo. It seems like you get disrupted a lot more, and I don't like their reach. I don't like their range, and if I were you, I would just be extremely careful over here, because all you really have to do is continue to throw the freeze blasts at him, double tap right trigger. But the more, okay, so the thing is, you don't have to kill the clay copies, but the more that you have left when he comes up, the more that's going to get in your way when you're trying to throw the freeze at him. So you want to try to kill some, but just realize that you don't have to kill any, especially like I have like 1 or 2 hits left here. So what you can do is maybe just, build your combo up until you can get an execution move, and then when you get that, Batman will slay like several of them, and then I would just take it no further, unless I could have done this fight, I could have done it over again, but I was just wanting to get to the end. So there's that move where he does a spin attack. as far as his life bar, it's capped at the blue area, but when he goes back down, you'll see that the carbon copies will have an HP integrity on his health bar, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to take that brown area off. It's just that, like I said, when he comes up, the more that are down here, the more that are just going to get in your way when you're trying to throw this at him. But I had quite a lot down here, and I still was able to throw it at him pretty successfully, because one hit and I'm dead. And I'm not particularly proud of it, but you know, a win is a win. It's hard. You know, this is a challenging mode. It's challenging without upgrading the health, because I could have a lot more health if I had upgraded. And I just wanted to let you know that it's definitely doable. It's a challenge that I think is I think it's more befitting of this type of a game. Like, it's a new game plus. It's just not hard enough. So take care, you guys. I will see you in the epilogue with Catwoman. Take care.